Well, enjoying the great outdoors can be a blast, sometimes a little bit more adventurous than you think, but it can be a disaster if you're not prepared correctly. And the right gear can make or break that great experience. So I'm joined here by Dave, and if you're not sure what you need to survive the outdoors, the 40th Annual International Sportsman Exposition is a great place to start. So you've got some stuff here, and this is a real simple way for people to take survival into their own hands in the outdoors. What do you have going on?
Well, I think that one thing that people forget is to leave a good game plan. Even if it's a short trip, game plan is important. After that, what you pack in your pack should be multifunctional, so it can be used for lots of things, but it has to address your direct survival needs. So a good sharp cutting tool doesn't necessarily have to be a heavy-duty thing like this butcher knife. It can be as simple as a cheap Morris-style knife. Something that you can start fire with readily, even in inclement conditions.
Okay.
And then a container that you can carry water over distance, but also disinfect groundwater resources should you run out of water.
Either by, combustion or tabs.
Correct.
Right.
And then some type of cover element, whether that be as heavy duty as an oilcloth or whether that be something as simple as a reflective space blanket that's also orange you can signal for rescue with.
Right.
And then some cordage that you can use for lashing, binding, and tying those things up to build shelters, repair gear, and those types of things.
And it's a real simple thing. I mean, there's a million different sources you can find to make a quick shelter, whether it's against a tree or something like that. But so you've kind of come up with a simple way to keep in mind all these things you need to keep in your pack. The 5 C's. So what are they?
So the 5 C's are a cutting tool,
right,
a combustion device, a container,
okay,
a cover element, which starts with the clothing on your back, and cordage.
So you've got like flint here, right? Basically, you can spark a fire like that.
Correct. This is a ferrocerium rod.
What do you think about like waterproof matches and stuff like that? Is there really anything?
I have those as well here. I have some stormproof matches made by a company called Yuko, and these will burn even if they're soaking wet. You can dunk them underwater.
Used them.
And
they're awesome.
Burn.
Yeah.
And then I always recommend somebody carry something as simple as a Bic lighter. Instant gratification,
right.
Flick your Bic.
It's real quick.
They work really well, and they work in inclement weather very well too, and they can be rescued very easily if they get wet.
And in terms of knives, if you don't have a fixed blade, will a folding knife work just fine for you?
Sure, you could use
a
folding knife, very similar. I've got an old case pocket knife here like your granddad would have carried.
Yeah, I've got one.
And that'll work fine. Fixed blade knives are just a little easier for kids to use than trying to unfold and fold a knife back up. A simple fixed blade like this Mora is really a simple, lightweight knife with a lot of utility.
Well, and I've seen it happen too. The kids are using the open knife and it'll flick back onto their finger or something like that if it's not locked in.
A little danger
So
there.
the fixed blade, right, it's a little bit bigger, it's a little bit more kind of rigid, but it's still, it's safer in a way. All right, so what are some other things that you'd want to pack in your hike?
Well, you always want to make sure that you've got plenty of water.
Okay.
And then a way to disinfect more water if you need it.
Do you have a rule on about how much water to bring?
I say 32 ounces for, a regular sized person a day 4 times.
Okay.
So you want a gallon of water, but you're not going to want to carry a gallon necessarily. You may want to carry 2 32-ounce bottles of water, and then know that you're going to be in an area where you can refill them and disinfect as necessary.
What I'll do sometimes when I'm hiking is I'll bring one Nalgene, empty, and then the other one full, the bigger ones, and pack the other one with snow or something like that I know is from a safe source and let it melt while I'm hiking.
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, there's other stuff going on as well at the International Sportsman Expo. It starts today, and it runs through Sunday at the Colorado Convention Center. $17 for adults. Kids under 16 will get in free. Do you have any classes or anything that you do?
I do. I have seminars going on 3 of the days, and I have a special clinic going on one day. That's a 2-hour seminar on how to build a survival kit. But there's lots of experts out there that have a lot of good classes.
Okay, and all the information is right there on your screen, or you can visit the KDVR.com website and go on the Good Day tab. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Good ideas there. Thanks, guys. I need to survive.